Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Buccaneers Daily. My name is Jackson. I post daily Bucs content, so hit that like button, hit that sub button if you guys enjoy it. Let's try and hit 100 likes on tonight's video. That would be absolutely amazing. Just some thoughts. I have some thoughts, and real quick, Cole Beasley actually just retired a couple of hours ago. Didn't play too much for the Buccaneers, didn't have too much of an impact. I was definitely hoping for more, but it's just unfortunate. So, everyone's been asking, should the Buccaneers go out there and get more wide receiver depth? I'm pretty 50-50 split. I think when all your wide receivers are healthy, you have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Russell Gage, Julio Jones. Fully healthy, it's one of the best, if not the best wide receiver core in the entire league. I think when healthy, the Buccaneers by far have the best wide receiver room in the entire league. However, they haven't been able to do that. Right? They just haven't been able to. Now, I do think there's some other factors in play here. And the reason I hold more of an opinion to hold off for at least 2 more weeks is, the Packers game was difficult because the Buccaneers wide receivers were still trying to get healthy. The offensive line was not healthy, still isn't really healthy. That's a whole nother talking point, a whole nother video on its own. But the Buccaneers game, you're without Mike Evans. You're without your number one of the best wide receivers in the entire NFL. Your offense is going to take a hit. That's just how that works, right? Well, let's go back to Kansas City Chiefs, where technically the Buccaneers started the game with Chris Godwin, Julio Jones, both active. You had Russell Gage, you had Mike Evans, you had everybody. But one comment I got, I feel like summarizes this perfectly. And it was from Big Vision, and he said this: the NFL should have rescheduled this game out of respect for the players and fans. All the schools and many businesses closed for a major hurricane. Why should the NFL expect a sports team to do any differently? KC had a pretty normal week. Very unfair that the NFL wants the show to go on, even in the wake of a natural disaster that was categorized as catastrophic. The ground zero was only 90 miles away from Raymond James Stadium. It wasn't just windy, it was a big deal. Then the NFL proceeded to barely mention donating to the Red Cross, then pretended it was business as usual. And I have to agree fully. I feel like that's something I wish in my recap video I emphasized a lot more. The Buccaneers, when you go back and you read some articles or you listen to some of these guys post-game, it was a horrible week. And, you guys know, if you've been watching me over this summer, I'm from Chicago. I just moved down to Fort Myers. We got decimated. People died. Businesses were ruined. Fort Myers, especially right there on the beach, you guys saw it on the news, it's decimated. It's decimated. And I was thankful to be up here in Chicago during the actual storm, and my opinions it was barely broadcasted. It was barely broadcasted. Any of the broadcasts was just fear-mongering, just clicks, let's do a quick 30-second segment, show you everything bad that happened, and we'll go talk about, whatever the hell we want to talk about. I'm not a big news fan if you can't see that right now, but I'm not trying to get too political in any way, shape, or form on this channel because that's not why we're here. But I do think that needs to be accounted for. The Buccaneers, given everything that went down the week leading up to the game, you fumble the ball on the first, you're down 14-3. I think the fact that they put up 31 points, I take that as a success. Obviously, you didn't get the win, and so it's not technically, analytically a success. But to me, this was almost a moral victory for the Buccaneers because you just put up against a Super Bowl contending one of the best teams in the league in the Kansas City Chiefs. They made a lot of improvements on defense, and obviously you had Patrick Mahomes. I feel like they put up a really solid fight, and all the stuff leading up to the game was not mentioned except for, really Buccaneers media. So, I don't know. Hopefully you guys kind of got something from that, just taking it from an outsider, because I flew up for the Bears game, and I was getting ready. Should I cancel this flight? Should I go there? It was right before Fort Myers was supposed to be the place that got hit. And it's just, nobody cared. Nobody cared. So it is unfortunate, and I've never been in a hurricane. I've never been in this situation. I've never covered football while a hurricane was live at stake. So let me know what you guys are thinking. But as far as wide receiver depth, I want to see at least 2 more weeks with a healthy, mainly healthy, hopefully fully healthy wide receiver room. Now Tom Brady's going through all this divorce drama. I have very strong opinions on that, but I'll keep it PG. Maybe we'll go live this weekend and really dive into it. I have many comments on Giselle, but Tom Brady's going through some stuff. The state of Florida was going through a bunch of stuff. And in the game before that, you had 2 critical wide receivers not play. Or he had 3 critical wide receivers not play because Mike Evans was suspended. The other 2 are injured. So I just want to see at least 2 more weeks. We'll see how this week goes against the Falcons. I'm anticipating and expecting a blowout. Just get the win, though. All right, just get that win. So let me know what you guys are thinking heading into this week against the Atlanta Falcons. Go ahead, drop some comments on the wide receiver depth. As always, my name is Jackson. I post daily Bucs content, so hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hope you all have a blessed rest of your night, and I'll see you guys later.